Hey, this is Overpass Insights. My name is Eric and I make apps. Now today I want to talk about how working hard doesn't guarantee success, but it is the price of entry. Okay, so today I'm coming to you from Central Cheltenham, which is where my son goes to university. I'm here to pick him up and bring him home for a couple of days. And it's a nice city, right? It's really nice. It's a wintry, gray day, right? So now that we're into 2020, I'm spending a lot more time doing outbound marketing. So I'm doing a lot more prospecting, trying to do more proposals, get more stuff out there. Whereas last year, a lot of the stuff was inbound. I mean, there's inbound stuff this year, so people who find Overpass through SEO or through the YouTube videos or whatever, but this time I'm trying to be more active. This is my goal this year, is be more active, so reach out and actually prospect a bit more. And so I've been doing a lot more proposals, right? Last year, towards the end of last year, we had some really big deals come in, and some of them we got, some of them we didn't. So we had a few things we were pitching for, some proposals that we did. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. But there were two in particular that we didn't get, right? And it was kind of like, it was like, ugh, right? It really got me because we worked pretty hard on them. But to be honest, we worked harder on one than we did on the other. So we had two different deals, one of them, and both with pretty large companies. One of them was, I think we were like one of like 5 or 6 different app development companies they were looking at. So my confidence in that job was not as high as it was in the other one. There was one of them, I think we were in the short list. We were like 1 or 2 companies, and the other one we were like one of like 5 or 6 different companies. So I spent, to be totally honest with you, and I'm not proud of this, I worked a lot harder on the one where I thought it was more of a sure thing, right? The proposal was really good. I worked a lot harder at reaching out to them, make sure I kept the contact points and everything right, which, yeah, as you should, right? And make sure, you know, go to all the meetings, try to make all the trips. And the other one, I kind of half-assed it a bit. This is what, like, when I talk about my New Year's resolution to be more active, I don't want to half-ass anything anymore, right? And even though we were, you know, I wasn't as certain at that one, you know, I probably should have given it the same amount of energy that I did the other one, right? I didn't get either one of them, but, you know, it's almost like that's the price of entry. If I had just accepted that I was going to get both of them, I probably would have had a better chance of doing it. It's like doing an app. If you put an app out there and you convince yourself that it's going to work, you're going to work harder on it. If you think it might work, might not, you'll half-ass it and you'll do enough, right? And that's, you know, I don't really want to embarrass myself. I don't want to put something out there and not work as hard. And it's the same when you're working for a client, right? I've worked with other people where we've had like contracts where we were going to both do the app for somebody, and they would, and like my partner companies, they would get really angry about the fact that we did all this work. We did that proposal, we did the specification, we did all that, and nothing went through. Right? And they would get really angry about it. Like, they're just stealing ideas. They probably went to a cheaper developer, all that kind of stuff. But really, that's part of the game, right? The market for app developers, or for software developers in general, and for apps and for everything else, the markets are so crowded that hard work is just a price of entry, right? And sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't, and it just means you have to do more, right? One of my New Year's resolutions is to be more active this year, and part of that means treat every job that we get, every possible job that we get, every prospect we talk to as try to make myself as certain as possible that we're going to get it. Because we're not going to get them all, but we have to behave as if we are. We have to act as if we are. We have to give everything, because there's no shame in trying your best and failing. For me, I think the shame, and dude, I got this all the time myself, is half-assing it and failing, because could be the reason we failed, could be the reason we didn't get those jobs, especially the one, is because I half-assed it. You know, I could have made more calls, I could have, you know, put more stuff out there, I could have worked harder on the proposal, but I didn't. So in this year, I think we just, you know, we need to work harder. And for those of you guys who, and I talked about this earlier in the week, or last week, you know, we can't be certain about anything, right? If, you know, you're going to learn software languages that you might not use as much. You're going to work on apps that maybe never even make it to go live, or maybe they go live and nobody downloads it. But that's the price of entry. It's like, you know, if you don't do that, you don't get anywhere. If you work really hard and make yourself certain that it's going to work, you're going to give it your all. And even if you don't get it, you're gonna be better off next time. At least that's what I believe to my core. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. I will talk to you guys again tomorrow.